Thank you very much for joining me for this breaking news alert here on my channel. In light of the fact that we just got word from the state of California that the National Guard is being mobilized to the city of Los Angeles amidst rising tensions from these immigration protests, illegal immigration protests over the last several days. I'm going to tell you everything that we know right now. But first, if you have not done so, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Alright, let's get into it. So I got a series of text messages and emails from people who live in the area, in Southern California, in LA in particular, telling me that there was a large police presence, a military presence, and they were concerned because they didn't know what was going on. Well, according to a report from KTLA 5 News out of California, the California National Guard is now being mobilized to the city of Los Angeles at the request of the city. Now, the mayor, the reason why they're doing this is due to rising tensions amid these illegal immigration protests. We've been showing you day after day after day, week after week after week, how these radical left illegal immigration activists are creating chaos, destroying property, burning cars, looting stores, and it really has gotten to the point where the city of LA, the county of LA, has had to call in the National Guard. Now, listen, I don't use the term radical left very often when it comes to immigration. And the reason why is because I believe in legal immigration. I believe America is a nation of immigrants. However, when you have these radical left activists who are advocating open borders, no documentation, and you see them burn American flags, you see them destroy property, loot stores, attack people with a literal hit list like we've shown you here on my channel, they're not really pro-immigration reform. They're radical left Marxist thugs, and that's what we're dealing with here in the city of Los Angeles. So, according to the report from KTLA 5 News, this is what we know right now. The California National Guard will be assisting local law enforcement in the city of Los Angeles. This is happening throughout the entire state of California, but predominantly in the city of Los Angeles. And they will be assisting local law enforcement at, quote, no later than 7 p.m. tonight. According to KTLA 5 News, quote, tens of thousands of protesters have gathered near the U.S.-Mexico border in recent weeks to call for an end to immigration enforcement policies. At least 4 people have died during the demonstrations in the small border city of Tijuana. That's our reporting and other news agencies reporting this as well. There have been clashes between protesters and Mexican police, and many are calling for a more humane immigration process. Quote, we are calling on the government to stop criminalizing migrants and refugees, said one of the organizers of the migrant caravan. The group's roughly 200 members intend to stay put until their demands are met, according to one of the leaders. Meanwhile, the County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously Tuesday, that was yesterday, to declare the situation at the border a, quote, local emergency, and called on the governor to deploy the National Guard. Now, for those of you who have been watching my channel, I actually predicted this would happen in the city of Los Angeles and in the state of California. It was only a matter of time. The supervisors voted 5-0 to declare the situation at the border a local emergency, urging the governor to take several steps, including deploying the National Guard to protect residents and urging the federal government to allow asylum seekers to remain in the United States while their cases are processed. According to KTLA 5 News, quote, we must do everything we can to ensure the safety of those traveling from Mexico into the United States, said Hilda Solis, chairwoman of the Board of Supervisors. This declaration allows us to work collaboratively with our partners at the local, state, and federal level to provide necessary support to those seeking asylum. Now, again, this is a Democrat statement, and what she's referring to, of course, is the hordes of illegals that are pouring into the city of Los Angeles. And they're calling them asylum seekers. These are not asylum seekers. These are economic migrants. These are people who are looking to come into the United States illegally to work for cheap labor so they can send money back home to their families. In many cases, they are gang members. In many cases, they are criminals. And the Democrats are advocating for them. As you can see, openly, the issue came to the forefront after video footage released by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department showed a group of about 200 migrants who crossed the border illegally into Calexico, being bused to a hotel in Orange County last Thursday. Now, what's interesting about that is, which is where these people were crossing, is actually in Imperial County, not San Diego County. San Diego County is north of that. Imperial County is south of that, but in any event, these people were being transported to a hotel in Orange County, which is north of Los Angeles County. They were being transported across the state of California. Now, according to KTLA 5 News, the sheriff's department said it was collaborating with other agencies to, quote, address the crisis at the border. Supervisor Janice Hahn, who represents areas near the Mexican border, said the influx of migrants is overwhelming the region. Quote, I am deeply concerned for the safety and welfare of the thousands of undocumented immigrants who are risking their lives crossing the border, as well as the residents in our region. She said, it's just such a tragedy. I mean, it really is. People risking their lives, crossing the border, getting abused, raped, assaulted, left to die in the desert, children dying. All for what? All because of the radical left open border policies. KTLA 5 News reached out to the governor's office for comment, but did not immediately hear back. A representative for the governor said previously that the state is working closely with local officials to assist in their response efforts, adding that the state is deploying additional resources to help alleviate some of the pressure that is being felt. Now, again, I talked about this being a potential disaster waiting to happen in the state of California, particularly in the city of Los Angeles, which is where most of these people are ending up. And the city of Los Angeles is already a sanctuary city, so they will protect these illegals. They will give them driver's licenses. They will give them free education for their children, even though in many cases the children are not even citizens, not even legal residents. But the city of Los Angeles will give their children free education. They will give them free health care, which is already overwhelming the system. And now you have a humanitarian crisis. And now you're bringing in the National Guard. This could get very ugly. If you recall, last year, I told you that we were going to see cities like Chicago, New York, Boston, Los Angeles, San Francisco, maybe even Seattle. We're going to see these cities start to become overwhelmed with illegal immigration. We're seeing it in Texas. We've been covering this extensively here on my channel, and it's only a matter of time before these other cities become over. And now you have the National Guard in the city of Los Angeles. What's next? Is it going to take police and National Guard in the streets of New York City? Is it going to take police and National Guard in the streets of Chicago? How about San Francisco? We already know that San Francisco is open. It is being reported that San Francisco is busing these illegals out of the city because they cannot handle anymore. They're busing them to other cities and other states. What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know in the comments field below. I want to thank you very much for joining me for this breaking news alert here on my channel. Again, if you have not done so, please make sure to subscribe. You can also click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. God bless you. God bless your family. And please, please, please stay safe out there.